Hello, my name is Tom Bell, and I'm running for the Republican nomination for the 71st District of the Kansas House of Representatives. First, let me thank Marnie Ryan for offering candidates this opportunity on Access TV. Also, I want to thank her staff for their work in bringing this candidate forum to viewers. I spent more than 30 years in the newspaper and media business, including more than 25 years in management positions. Before moving to Salina Health Center 2 years ago, I was editor and publisher of the Salina Journal for 15 years. Besides my regular job, I also have been heavily involved in the community, serving as board chair and board member of the Salina Area Chamber of Commerce, board member and chair of Salina Regional Health Center, and board member of St. John's Military School, Stiefel Theater, plus numerous study committees and task forces. I initiated an economic development task force that visited other cities in our area to learn how they attract and retain jobs. As chair of the chamber, I was part of the team that visited Raytheon headquarters in Wichita to see what we could do to retain their plant operations in Salina. Unfortunately, Raytheon chose to not work with Salina, but we gave it our best try. I was in the group that took a tour to other states to learn how they attract employers, how they build infrastructure, and how they gather a war chest that allows them to compete for jobs on a national level. During the last 2 years, part of my duties at Salina Regional has been visiting the Kansas legislature to visit with lawmakers about the impact their decisions have on rural health care. It was quite an experience, but not all of it was positive. It became clear that we need more representatives with experience running a business, who know what it means to make a payroll, who know how to set a budget and keep with it. Saline County needs a representative who understands our community, who has spent years in community service learning what makes our city and county tick, who understands the impact of taxation and the burden national, state, and local regulations put on small businesses that together represent most of the jobs in our community. Here are some of the things I've learned. Most job growth comes through retention and expansion of local employers. The big new plant announcement may get the headlines, but the real story happens at places like Vortex and Great Plains Manufacturing and Blue Beacon and Crestwood. These are local businesses started by hometown people who have grown from a handful of employees to operations that together employ thousands. And you know what those businesses need to expand? Primarily, they need a stable base of well-educated, skilled workers. And you know how we build this important community asset? Through a high-performing education system that cherishes its students and staff, that is a good steward of public funds. We also need a community committed to education. The people of Salina have proven they are just that with their approval of a $110.7 million bond issue to update and renovate our school buildings. We also need lower taxes. In 2010, then Governor Mark Parkinson pushed through a 1-cent sales tax that was promised to end in 3 years, but it continues today. The state may have cut taxes at the state level, but local units of government have not. Taxes have risen in Salina and Saline County, creating more of a burden on the businesses we need to survive and grow. Lawmakers must help local governments become more efficient by returning local control when it comes to consolidating city and county operations. I've talked long enough. Here's my story in a nutshell. I'm a pro-life, fiscal, conservative, and lifelong Republican. I have business experience, I know economic development, and I have insights into our city and county that only comes from years of community service. I am the best candidate for Saline County and will appreciate your vote October 5th. Thank you for your time and thoughtful consideration.